Welcome to another 3-hour hunt. Good morning, welcome back. And it is a rather fresh, rather windy, very early morning. And it's another 3-hour hunt. I've seized the day and thought I'd take the opportunity to get another 3-hour quick dig in. It's a bit fresh, as I say, it's a bit windy, so I'm hoping that the wind mics does its job. It's a new mic system. Last week's one, there was a bit of wind coming through on it, but having said that, it was proper windy. It was kind of 40-mile winds, so that's probably to be expected. A little less windy today, but I'm still hoping that it comes through okay. So yeah, we're back on the permission. We've got 3 hours. We're back on the pasture again because the only other fields are either covered in green waste or covered in crop already. So yeah, we're going to see what we can find. This field hasn't let me down so far, so let's try it again. See you in a bit. Right, first one. Not many minutes after I just did the intro, was an 88, but it's a bit grunty, so it might be rubbish. So, but we're off, so I thought we'd give it a go. It's just down in that corner there. Look, that's a stone. I thought that was iron for a sec. Oh, a bit deeper than I thought it was as well. Let's see if we can get to it. Oh. Oh, there we go. Yep, it's out. What's that button? Give it a wipe on the tool. Yeah. Hard to say. Hard to say what's on it. Oh, as he drops it, fingers aren't working yet. You can probably see that better than me, but some sort of military button, I suspect. Yeah, cool. That's a decent start. We don't mind that. Excellent. Move on. See you in a bit. Right, number 2 was a 79, and it was quite hard to get to. As you can see, it's the had a lot of rain, so this kind of top bit is quite wet. But when you get down into the kind of 5 inches territory and deeper, it's actually still quite dry. But down in there is a disc-shaped thing. So I thought we'd have a look at it together. I've just dug it out with a digger from that little corner there. Let's have a look. Are you a coin or are you a button? No, I think that is a coin. Awesome. Right, let's give it a clean. I'll be back to you in a sec. Well, not the best of starts. I've just realised that my spray bottle has fallen out of my fines bag, so I presume it's laying in my boot somewhere or en route to the field. But we've got a bath, so that's okay. Yeah, the further I get away from the bath, the less able I am to clean the fines, put it that way. Anyway, yeah, pretty blank. Halfpenny sized, not sure we're going to find anything off that, can't see anything. But we're off and running, it's a coin and we'll take that. So we'll see you in a bit. Right, next one was a 79. And was quite deep actually, it was a good 6-7 inches down in the bottom of that hole there. And it's disc shaped. I've just got it out on the, like scraping it out on my hand to get rid of the debris. And I can see an edge there, so that's as far as I've got. So we'll have a look together. Is it a coin or a button? It is... Wow, that's 2 in 2 weeks. Yeah, last week I found a really nice kind of cross-shaped one, but with hatching across. This one is just a pure cross, and I think that's got pips on it as well. Oh, that's gorgeous. Yet another medieval token from this field. Wow. Right, I'm not that far from the bath. And this deserves a little wash, I think. Right, I'll be back in a sec. Right, let's do this together. Just gently. Don't want to take any detail off it. You beauty. Wow, I'll never get bored of finding them. That's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely amazing. Little cross and pip type design. Pretty old. Pretty wonderful. Fantastic. Let's move on. Right, so straight after that wonderful medieval token, which was just here, hopefully that's coming through on your the camera, we've got a 73, and again, doesn't sound too deep to me, but it's a lovely 73, and it is 73 all the way around. So thought we'd have a look together. It's a little bit softer here, he says, because and I'm in between the cow pats. Oh yeah, it's breaking up again as always. Yeah, still quite dry underneath. Right, 73, wasn't it? Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be too deep. Right, let's get my pinpointer. It's fallen out, whatever it is. Oh, there it is. What's that? What are you? Ooh. Oh. Oh, that's lovely. We've got a beautiful little buckle, boys and girls. Oh wow, that's amazing. Let me come over and show you. Oh, that's absolutely got little D, tiny little D buckle. Let me just look at that. Oh, that is fantastic. Let's give it a wipe on the trousers. Oh, it's fresh this morning. Try not to snuffle in your ears too much. Oh, look at that. Is that half of a full buckle, or was that actually as it was? That is gorgeous. Only tiny as well. Wow. What a start. I'm very, very happy with that. Excellent. Right, well, let's see if we can find a few more for you. Back in a sec. And I think we're on another coin. Just come out of that little hole there. Again in the 70s. Didn't bother to live dig it. Let's have a look together. Yep. There's a bit of orange coming through on that, so I reckon that's possibly either a Queen Elizabeth II or her dad. Right, and I haven't got my spray bottle, and I'm a long way from the bath now. Yeah, hard to say. Let's give it another wipe, bear with me. Yeah, I'm going to call a fairly modern coin. I'll try and give it a bit of a spit and polish. If there's anything there, I'll come back to you. Cool. It's another coin though. It's a 10p. Thought so. Moving on. Right, next one is a 90, 91, 92. I'm pretty keen. So I'm hoping for a coin on those numbers. Oh, nice and soft there. And more. There we are. Nope, nothing so far. Right, not deep, which is a worry. but not always a problem because it is stony here, so things do get stuck. Oh, what's that? Well, that's definitely not a coin. No wonder it was so vibrant. That's lead, and that's quite a big bit of rolled up lead actually. So I don't know if you can see that. That's quite large and quite heavy. But we won't have a look at that any more than that. We'll look at it back at the ranch, maybe try and unfold it and see what's in there, if anything. Cool. See you in a bit. Right, we've got another 72. And haven't even bent down to it yet. That's what came out as I've just been shoveling out the spoil. So let's have a look together. It looks bright green and it looks farthing size. Yep. Very green actually. Let's just give it a wipe on the wet grass, see if we can get some moisture onto it. Bear with me. Yeah, that's better. Oh, it's a Vicky. Oh, that's fantastic. Little Vicky farthing. That's that green, isn't it? It kind of gives it away before you know what it is, if that makes sense. Cool. Can we see a date? 1865, is that? Looks like it to me. Might be wrong though. Oh, that's awesome. Beautiful little Vicky farthing. Happy days. Excellent. There she is. Let's move on. Gives you wings. Well, we're whizzing through the time now, dodging cowpats, digging signals, and there's plenty of them. We had lots of rain. So about an hour or so left now. Sun is breaking through, and that's my next. It was an 80, a really stable 80. Didn't bother filming it, because I've kind of strayed into the territory where I found the little aluminium discs. So I'd kind of presumed it would be that because it was such a nice tone. But yeah, it's a bit of green with these little rivety things on the back. Yeah, so that's definitely off something, but I've got no idea. Cool, let's see if we can find a few more. See you in a bit. That's quite interesting. That is lead, I think, but it's kind of disc shaped. So possibly another little token of some description, or maybe just a shard of lead, I don't know. At 1 minute, before I started the recording, I thought there might be some design on there, but I think that's just bubbles. Cool, right, try and get a couple more. See you in a bit. 3 hours gone in a blink of an eye. Thank you as always for watching. The time is up. I've got to go. I've got to get out of here. We've avoided the crop. We've been on the pasture, and we've found some very cool things. We're back on the medieval again, buckles, coins, and all sorts of wonderful stuff. So that's pretty much it from me. Stick around for the roundup, so we'll show you what we've got in a bit more detail. Thanks again. I know I keep going on about it. Thanks again for using the LP code. It's a massive help to me. Little bits of commission keep dripping in, which is helping me, but of course it's helping you much more importantly. It's giving you 10% off, and Christmas is coming, so I'd love it if you take advantage of the code and enjoy it. So thank you so much. Let's get out of here, and we'll see you soon. Righto then, welcome as always to the roundup, and that's not a bad haul, I would suggest, for 3 hours. Again, that lovely field never stops giving targets, and we never seem to stop finding some nice bits, so we'll take that. I don't mind that at all. Yeah, as for finds this time round, normal smattering of lead down the left, including this nice curved bit or rolled up bit
was hoping a couple of hammered coins would fall out of that when I cleaned it, but they didn't, sadly. Lots of bits in the kind of greeny cat corner, a couple of harmonica reedy bits. I thought that was part of a buckle, but it wasn't actually. It's part of a square nail. Other bits and bobs. This thing here, bit of aluminium with some writing on it. Don't know what that is. That was obviously with the hole in it, something. So little bits of somethings, really. They're quite cool. 5 buttons, including this one, which is probably the best button of them all, or definitely the best button of them all. And that's got a GR on it, so that's a George button. Not quite sure which one, but you've got the crown, the GR, and a bit of design around it. A bit crushed, unfortunately, but yeah, we'll take that. That's a nice little button. Now onto the top row. This thing, which may or may not made it into the film, depending on the edit, is quite interesting. It's quite green. It's got some little kind of tacks on it and a hole in the corner. Might be absolutely nothing, but it just feels like it's something, but I've got no idea what. Bit of clay pipe, an old 10p, crusty farthing, blank halfpenny. This thing I've got the pink stuff on because that's the only one I could see with any detail, and you can probably just make out a bust. I think that's a George II, so that's 200 plus years old, so that's pretty cool. Then we had a Vicky farthing, if I can get it to focus. Where are you? There we are. That's the reverse. 1850, is it? 1860, something like that. And where is she? There she is. Quite a young head, bun head, whatever you call it. And then the 3 fines, albeit I'm not sure what this one is. Now, I thought this was lead. I'm not so convinced it is now, but I don't know what it is. It's definitely something. It's definitely coin-shaped. Is it a Roman grot? Is it a part of a worn-down lead token? Not sure. I can't work it out. If you've got any ideas, but there's definitely pattern on there on both sides, but I'm not convinced I can see anything. But possibly a little Roman coin. That don't know. Beautiful buckle. Very happy with that. Lovely and green. And tiny, you know, just a width of a finger really. So I don't think it's in half. It might have been replicated on the other side, but either way, that's gorgeous. Very happy with that. And then last but by no means least, I found one last week on last week's video, which was pretty cool. This one's even better in my opinion. Another medieval trading or farming token with a cross and 4 pips. That's a beaut, and that's going straight in the cabinet. So as always, thank you so much for joining me. A nice little 3-hour hunt. I'm on a full day's group dig this weekend. My previous attempt on a group dig didn't go to plan, unfortunately, due to many factors. So hopefully this weekend will work well. And that's probably the one you'll see next week, I suggest. Anyway, for now, thank you so much. Take care. I've recently signed up to something called Buy Me a Coffee. And basically, it doesn't mean you're buying me a coffee. It means that you've got the opportunity, if you'd like to donate to the improvement of my channel. All you'll need to do is, on the homepage of my YouTube channel, you'll see the little icon, Buy Me a Coffee, on the top right-hand side. Click on that and simply follow the instructions. And whatever you donate will not only help to drive the channel forward, but it will also help with the purchase of things like merchandise and other things like audio and recording equipment. So entirely up to you, but if you'd like to get involved, I'd be massively grateful. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon.